Marvel Rivals teased the upcoming Hydra base map, and it is packed with a ton of Easter eggs and even a teaser for the next hero. Let's have a look. First, as always, let me start out with telling you about the skins that the Marvel Rivals social accounts have been sharing in their countdown towards the release on December 6th. First, there was the Master of Magnetism Magneto skin, showing him in his classic red and purple outfit, albeit with a few enhancements. And yesterday they popped off with this Mohawk Rock Storm skin. Mohawk Storm has to be my favorite Storm. She looks so badass. But alright, let's get into the main story, because there's a lot to cover. A few hours after they teased that Storm skin, they also dropped a trailer for the Hydra Charteris base map. According to the developer update they did earlier this week, this map is set on Antarctica. But in the comics, Charteris Mountain is actually in Colorado, in the States. And it was a mountain base that was used by a ton of groups, including Factor 3 and the Thunderbolts. Now, in the game, it is occupied by Hydra. In case you're not familiar with Hydra, which would be very surprising, it is a paramilitary organization that started out centuries ago as a cult that worshipped Hive, or Alvius, as he's actually called. He is an inhuman, one of those Kree experiments, kind of a parasite, and he has a really Lovecraftian or Eldritch horror theme to him. Hydra wants to bring him back to Earth. That was the goal they started out with. Now, depending on the media and the source, that link with Hive will still be there to a certain extent. In the movies, for instance, there is a closer look to the whole snazzy empire. Yeah, I don't want to get banned. Which for all sources definitely was a resurgence of Hydra. But while in the movies they steer closer to the general occult, in Marvel Rivals, they are going all in on Hive. So much so that the skull that you see often in the Hydra logo in Marvel Rivals is replaced by Hive's head. Bam. So it is quite clear that he is going to play an important part in the lore of the game. But anyways, let's have a look at some of the Easter eggs that are hidden on the map. It is clear that even in this iteration of Hydra base, they go really heavy on the iconography and the style that is often linked to the Swazies. We see high concrete structures with humongous flags flying everywhere. There's a lot of red, and that emblem is in every single room. As I said in the Hawkeye video last week, this map definitely looks more bare bones than the Wakanda map does. But it also makes a lot of sense. If you catch my drift, it is a military base. Now, outside of the base, you can see trains passing by, suggesting that this base is pretty big. The moment you start using trains, you are covering some square mileage. But I want to pause the trailer for a second. In the distance, you can see this ring-shaped structure that is lying there, as if it crashed from the sky. Well, it probably did. I think this is going to be the Sword space station, and then it crashed down here. In the comics, Sword actually has a space station that, unironically, is shaped as a sword. There's a spike part and a ring part. Yeah, look, Sword is never going to win any points for creativity. Engineering, however. But what we're seeing here might be the ring part, and the spike part, I don't know, might have crashed somewhere else. In case you're not familiar with Sword, it is kind of the space version of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, like I said, imagination was not their strong suit, but it was an American agency meant to protect us from extraterrestrial life, like Hive. Or this could also be Hydra's flying island, but yeah, I don't think so. Moving on. Okay, I'm going to come back to this council room in a second. It looks beautiful, but there's more to talk about. Right here you see some sculptures doing the famous Hydra salute, which is very scary, especially in this day and age. And somewhere in the hall there is this statue, which has the Hydra tentacles wrapped around it, and there's an inscription. It says, "Hail Hydra, immortal Hydra, we shall never be destroyed. Cut off a limb and two more shall take its place." That is the common Hydra motto, but they seem to have added a line. Now, this might also have been part of the comics. I just know the first lines. The extra line says, "We serve none but the Master, as the world shall soon serve us. Hail Hydra." So that last part is definitely hinting at Hive, while the first part is more of a tribute to the namesake, the Hydra from the Greek mythology. It was a 9-headed creature that Hercules had to fight. The thing was, every time he chopped off a head, 2 more would spawn, which is a bit of a problem. We can also see a Hydra mech being repaired. That kind of looks cool. And there's a huge mech. And underground we find the real reason that Hydra is stationed here. There are these caves with huge crystals, leading to what looks like an altar, a rather abstract looking sculpture of Hive, and then there's the huge temple complex. There are these humongous gates that, I don't know, are going somewhere, but for now they seem to be closed. And at the end of the trailer, they tease this one shot where the gate has been breached and all these tentacles are poking out. Is this Hive returning to Earth? Did they succeed, or did they summon something even worse? Dun dun dun. We'll find out, I guess. But this confirms what they already told us in the developer update, that this map is going to evolve as you play through a match. Throughout the match, Hydra is going to activate the security systems, and that is going to make the map very dynamic. As you are playing, things will start to move around, and gates will start to open. So we're getting a dynamic experience. And we're having calamaris tonight. I think it's more of an octopus, to be honest. But anyways, let's go back to that boardroom we saw earlier. Or the council room, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what these guys do down there. I've never been part of an evil organization. First off, that room looks gorgeous. Look at those hive-headed lions. There's stone tables, stone chairs. You don't get those at IKEA. Trust me. The carpet, however, yeah, you can get it. It's $2.99. Anyways, there's another mural. It shows Hive embracing some of our favorite Avengers. It seems that he takes this very personal. We can see Hulk, Iron Man, Cap, Thor, but right in the left top corner, there is a face that is familiar, but that we have not seen in game yet. A lot of people seem to think that this is Black Widow, and I think they are right. So, since all of these other characters that he's embracing are playable characters, I think it is safe to presume that Marvel Rivals is confirming the rumors and that the next hero that is going to be announced is Black Widow. I suspect that we'll see that announcement soon, especially since we only have 10 days to go and they still have 4 heroes to announce after that. But I think it's a nice way of teasing her, and it is just an amazing looking map. They did a great job. I can't wait to play this myself on December 6th. Now tell me, what do you think about this map, and do you think it's Black Widow? Let me know in the comments. For now, however, that was it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It always helps me out. Maybe check out one of my other videos. But above all, make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be back with a new video very soon. Till then, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye bye.